Hello, hello, and happy Sunday. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good weekend. Fairy, it's good to see you. Yes, I should be packing. That's actually part of the reason why I don't have camera today is everything behind me is absolute chaos. I have gotten out like my suitcase and a bunch of my stuff, but it's not actually packed and like neatly put away yet. I figured it would make sense to stream now. It probably won't be quite as long as usual, maybe 2.5 or 3 hours instead of the usual like 3.5 to 4. And then that will still give me enough time to pack and get all the other things done that I need to do later. And then the stream won't be super late. Yeah, it's extremely chaotic here. In the best way possible though. So yeah, today I considered like brushing up on the path between Bleak Inlet and Ravine and trying to save the librarian today, but you know, there's just so much going on in my head right now that I feel like the fun run is exactly what I need. So we're back in the custom fun run today, and we don't really have any specific goals, to be honest. I'm just gonna, you know, explore a little bit, collect stuff. Maybe we'll do a little experimenting with the, you know, with these wonderful safe house customization options and that sort of thing. But I don't know. Like I said, there's no specific goals at the moment. Hey, Scrubby, welcome in. Alright, we're just gonna grab some more rose hips, I guess. So I've been thinking a lot about the challenge idea that I posted in Discord, and I think I'm gonna start, that's not gonna be something we're gonna start doing right away. Obviously, I said starting in the new year, we're gonna do the time capsule, although I think what I might do is alternate one day time capsule, one day either a current TLD run or you know, maybe a different game or something, because I want to make sure that I don't spend too much time outside of current TLD and lose all of my like strategies and skills. So I haven't quite decided how we're going to do that, but we are going to start with that before I get into any other new TLD challenges. But the one that I was you know, starting to come up with that I had mentioned in Discord, I think I'm gonna start slowly looking around to see like how many corpses are in each region, indoors and outdoors, try and get a feel for where they appear, so that we can try and, you know, gauge how intense this challenge may be. No goal sounds like a perfect Sunday. I agree. This is exactly what I need right now. Just, you know, no goals, just chill, just vibes. Just good vibes. You know, blizzards, but whatever. I think what we can do is make it to the church and maybe warm up there, and then from there move on to Grey Mothers and stuff to start grabbing more cloth, because we could really use some protection for our hands, and maybe another hat would be a good idea. So yeah. Hey Kibbles, welcome in. Custom can have issues since 2.33, so be careful. Thank you, I appreciate the warning. I'm not super worried about it. This is kind of a throwaway run anyway. I unfortunately lost my personal best run last stream, and we just kind of started this one up just to kind of shake things off and just get back into the swing of things. So I don't really have too much attachment to this. So if we get some bugs or whatever, it's not the end of the world, but it is good to know.
All I can think about is
But it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I don't think we left any cloth here. I'm pretty sure we got all of it the last time we came through. We can just come in and maybe warm up a little bit. Like take a little nap. What did I say you mean about the fact that I lost my run last time? I mean, it's not officially gone, but it's as good as gone. Yeah. It's, it was quite infuriating. I was not my best self last time. I swore quite a lot. Yeah. It was really heartbreaking, and it was for a stupid reason too. And we tried using the lives system, the cheat death system, and that did not really help at all. Like I said, we are still currently technically alive, but it doesn't look good. We're currently essentially naked in Bleak Inlet, surrounded by Timbies, so I don't have the highest of hopes for saving our librarian. But that's okay, you know, it is what it is. You live and learn, or in this case, you die and learn. At least we had completed our librarian challenge at this point, and, you know, it's just frustrating being so close to the 500 days and not getting the 500-day achievement. Oh well. Welcome in, Rob. Nice try. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. You're not your worst self. That's a lot more important. Oh, thanks, Laszlo. No, I mean, like, in terms of, like, just how negative I was being and how much I was swearing and stuff. And, like, I was definitely not in a good mood for a while there. It's okay. We're doing fine now. Kind of moved on. Oh, there's one closer. I'm glad I lit this torch. This was a smart plan. People had scurvy enabled when they had it disabled on the start screen. Oh, wait. Is this a different one? No, same one. Okay. When they had it disabled on the start screen, it's just very buggy. Hinterland said they will make it not broken when they release the new custom system. Well, it is what it is. I think, I don't know if it was a feature or a bug, but when we started up this custom run, I didn't specifically look as to what the gun setting was, but I had set it to interloper and then went to custom just to set spawn time and spawn weather. And so that I could use all of the feats. And then we found 2 revolvers. So I don't know if there's like a glitch in the system there because I had guns off and it still spawned them, or if it's because for some reason there's a glitch that when you go from interloper to custom that it turns guns on. Either way, that was already a little weird. Alive technically isn't really alive. We're alive, just it won't be for long. That's all. Wait, we don't have... Okay, I know it's technically a pot and not a skillet, but I'm gonna call it because in my long-term run or in my set of events for long runs, I just call it cooking a skillet or a cooking pot, so whatever. Not only Hinterland actually made a way to bypass the death screen without cheating death, the safe house system is very double-edged sword. Oh, interesting. I hadn't heard about that. The only thing I'd really heard about the safe house customization thing was that it sort of enables night vision, which kind of takes away some of the challenge of being in a, you know, inside in the dark.
Perfect.
How are we doing on water? We have enough. Good morning, Lily. Welcome in. It's a broken thing in custom. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. But like I said, not really a big deal for our case right now. Got more snow last night, just a dusting, but so pretty. Going grocery shopping, be back in a bit. All right, well, thank you for the lurk, and I wish you all the best with your grocery run. Exit the safe house editing mode, the game saves. Oh yeah, I did know that, yeah. Which I kind of appreciate. I really hope that in one of these houses we will find, like, what's it called? A can opener. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, I'm really curious what they mean by clear junk, because, like... Oh, I see it, I see it. Okay, I actually saw it this time, because I always expected things like the hanger to also be included in junk, and it is not. Okay. It's like the little things that are scattered around. I see. I'm gonna try and stick with cattails until we find a can opener, if we can. Hey Zert, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's actually a larger change than it seems, but I think the save on exit is a good feature. I think so too, especially because it's not like you can really use it to save scum anywhere, because the safe house customization feature only works in a customizable safe house area. So it's not like when you're out in the wilderness and you're about to get stomped by a moose or something that you can, you know, save and reload or something like that through that mechanic. The moment the game saves after the death screen, the save file gets restored, and if you close the game without clicking quit, the game will restore your save. Interesting. I kind of wish I had known that. I might have saved scum my librarian run. Because I never thought I would use cheat death, but I was just so close to where I wanted to be that I just didn't want to give up yet. Alright, let's see. What am I going to do in the meantime? I think I'm going to break this down because I wanted more cloth. And then while we're waiting for this, we can maybe make some hand wraps would be good. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
Man, this pack
Well, let's pretend like that didn't happen. Picturing Astrid schlepping across the map with a chair so she could use a place item to save. I kind of have a feeling you can't take that kind of stuff out of the buildings, although I don't know that for sure. I have never tried. Sky co-opting itself makes it so much easier. You can get shot by a friend in the game. So you can just save if you get hurt. It's so janky. Oh, hey, coffee. Is that an event? No, just making coffee. Thinks something is a bingo event, but it isn't. Okay, there we go. Anything interesting over here? I don't see anything. Shall collect more cloth. Coffee, I'll drink to that. Cheers indeed. I'll have some tea. Why would you heal your friend? Just shoot him. Yeah, why bother healing? Hey, a cup of coffee. I'll take it. Nice to find a candy bar.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, come on, Astrid. You're not carrying that much. Here, we'll take a little bit. I think I'm gonna try and... I mean, it doesn't really matter for this particular run, but I think in future runs I'm gonna try not to take all of the toilet water at once. That way I can always grab more for bingo. I can always go back to the same place. Toilet water. There we go. soda. I like soda. Another coffee. Man, these bankers really, really need their caffeine, huh? Anything over here?
The owners are
More coffee! I think this might be a record for me. I don't think I've ever found this much coffee in one location before. Alright, let's check this out. Oh, that was fast. Number 5. You watch, it's gonna be like 6. It's gonna be like 5, 6, and then 3 or something like that. Ooh, that was really close. I almost kept going. It was like, what, 22 or 23, I think? Hopefully we won't have to go around again, but you never know. Come on. Yes, 4. I was close. Cash. Hey, a flask. For all our coffee. I actually do think I'm going to put all my coffee in there so far. All my 2 coffees. Here we go. We can make a bunch more. Cardboard box. Another cardboard box. A whole lot of nothing back here. There's probably nothing good in these either, except maybe some paper. I don't know why I ever bother searching these. It's kind of a waste of time. So I am looking forward to doing the time capsule. I'm a little bit nervous about meeting the OG Fluffy. But at the same time, I'm really excited to see the older versions of the game. I've seen a couple of, like, really old Let's Plays and stuff, but not a ton.
I could eat anything right now.
So I'm really, really intrigued as to how it's going to feel. Because it's one thing to watch a game, it's another thing to actually be in it, I think. Oh, please don't get me sick, please don't get me sick, please don't get me sick. Okay, thank you. The only time I search the boxes is if I'm waiting to warm up. That's usually the only time I do too. I don't know why I bothered this time, to be honest. It was kind of a waste of time. Oh well. I didn't even bother taking the papers because with our many feats, Freudian slip perhaps, we have fire starting 3 already, so there's no point. Why did I take the cash even? Oh, whatever. It looks cool, I guess. I guess that's the reason. At least in this run. I don't care. You can't really cheat in a, you know, solo player game now, can you? You can try out the early access build of the game. I think that's the time capsule. It's so weird. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Another streamer and regular of this channel, Mav, has put together a list of all of the different build versions in order, and has come up with a list of things for us to try out or to do in most of the versions. Some of them, you know, there's not really big enough changes, like, to specifically have a goal to look into. You know, like for the first build version, it's like, go meet Fluffy. Like, find a gun and go meet Fluffy. So we're gonna be doing that in the new year. We're gonna start off fresh with the really, really, really old versions of the game, and I'm excited. Thank you for that, Rob. Much appreciated. I feel like there are more burned down houses in this version than usual.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm probably mistaken, but it just feels like it. Aha, leather shoes. Do I need leather for anything? Oh, if I want to repair these trail boots, actually, yes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this up. And fix this. There we go. Can I fix this curtain rod, please? Wait, why won't it let me hang it up? Oh, it has to be all the way up there. That's so far. Oops. There's two? Okay. Was not aware of that. There's so many frames around here. Let's pop this over here. Okay. 2025 already. I know. It's so weird. Like, it does not seem possible that we're already at 2025. Have you seen the new textures? The textures for what specifically? I was really hoping we'd find a can opener in here. Hey, zombie, welcome in. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. Let's grab this too. The easiest to spot is the new car engine insides. I have definitely not looked there, so we'll have to go check that out. I haven't really noticed a ton of textural changes, but I also, to be honest, was not on the lookout for it, and I'm not always the most observant person. Like, I wouldn't say I'm totally unobservant, but sometimes could be a little bit more observant. Hello. Fix that, please. Thank you. Wait, I literally cannot fix this to be straight because it's not high enough, or what? Thanks, game. That's really gonna ruin me. Oh well. We can keep going. We can keep looking for our can opener. Basically, Hinterland is testing what they're planning to update the game with. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no!
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties there, but it looks like we're back. Here we go. Okay. Looks like we're okay now. Just dropped a few frames. All right. Over here. Perhaps. Yeah, I doubt there's gonna be a can opener in here. But maybe something interesting. Yeah, thankfully this was a very quick little hiccup with the frame rate. I was a little concerned that it was going to be much longer than that. Could really, really use a can opener. Okay, I can't look in that vehicle at the battery. I have to find a different car. These cars have got a whole lot of nothing in them. Do I have a flare? No. That's a little inconvenient given how windy it is. Here are some houses I have not searched yet.
I'm not sure I can.
At least I hope they replace the engines in every car. I guess we will have to find out once we find a car that we can actually, you know, pop the hood of. Home decorator challenge and have to tidy up all buildings in Great Bear. Oh my god, that would be a really good way to go for a very long run. It's so hard because I have so many ideas for challenges that I'd like to do, but all of them are extremely long. Like the Undertaker's Undertaking that I came up with. I mean, yeah, you could like speed run the Great Bear Hunt. But even still, now that you've got all the far territories and stuff, it's just going to take so much longer. This like decorator challenge I think is a great idea, but that would also take a really long time. I already searched those. Memory of a goldfish. We actually have some good clothes in here. That's how I gone crazy with them all. It's so many houses. There are just like so many things I want to do in this game, and I'm just like, I just don't know how I'm gonna manage. Like, there's just so much to do in so little time. I mean, not really. It just is gonna take forever. Which is why it's so funny when I talk to people that know that I stream, but don't actually like hang out on Twitch and come to my streams and stuff. When they'll ask me every few months, they're like, so, what you streaming? What are you playing these days? And I'm like, still The Long Dark. Like, I don't think you guys get it. This is my game. It's not going to change. This will pretty much always be my answer. Of course, when Subnautica 2 comes out, we will be playing that, but still. Like, I will keep coming back to The Long Dark. You don't need to ask every time. I promise. If you think I'm probably playing The Long Dark, there's a very, very, very good chance that it's true. Yeah, people have like actually asked me that before. They're like, still? I'm like, yes. I'm sorry. I don't know what you expect to hear from me. This is my game. I will constantly play it. Don't judge me. I have never played Stranded Deep. Perhaps someday. But we will definitely play Subnautica too. I'm very excited about that. It's funny, generally I do not care about new games. Like, I'll occasionally find games, but me with most types of media is that I discover things only after they've been out for a really long time. Like, I discovered this game like many years after it had been out, and that's just kind of how it goes with me. I mean, I watch hey, a fire log. I watch movies and shows well after they come out. I'm actually really impressed with myself that this year I read a book from the library that was published this year. It was not intentional. It just kind of happened. But I was very surprised that it happened. Oh, we've also already started a fire. And we found firewood. I can't remember if we failed to start a fire. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm always like behind the times. TLD made me meet my boyfriend, so for me it's more than just a game. That's so cool. I want a t-shirt that says, "For your own safety, please judge me silently." That would be an amazing t-shirt. That's like my, one of my coworkers has a bunch of stickers on the back of her laptop, and one of my favorites is, "Sorry I'm late, I didn't want to come." I just love that too. Might be interested in playing Subnautica 2 also, if anything just for the eye candy. I'm so excited. to find out what they're gonna do in the next one.
I can use this.
But I have to say, Subnautica, I think, is the only game I truly wish I could wipe my memory for and start again from scratch. Like, just because, you know, starting a new Subnautica game, yeah, you're always a little bit nervous about going deeper into the ocean and stuff, but for me, that never really was quite the same as the first time I played the first Subnautica. I just had such anxiety about going deeper, and I didn't want to do it, and I wanted to keep staying in my safe zone, which of course kept widening, but even still, I just didn't want to do it. Was so nervous and was so, at the same time, intrigued and was curious about what was beyond. And then it's like, once you play through the first one completely, when I started playing Below Zero, it was like I didn't have that same sort of nervousness about exploring. It was like, well, I'll be fine. You know, it's okay. Let's just explore. And I don't know. I loved that feeling of uncertainty and anxiety and stuff about going into unexplored parts of the ocean. So that's really like the only game where I really feel like I can't just take a really long break and have the same experience. Like, a lot of games, I feel like if I just take a long enough break from them, then I can jump back in and it's almost like playing it for the first time. But Subnautica is just different for me somehow. Just hits different. Oh, but I'm so excited for 2. Alright, I guess we're not gonna get a can opener unless there happens to be one over at the gas station, maybe. We've got plenty of energy. Maybe we can try and make that happen. We'll grab some more cattails, and then we'll go to Orca, and hopefully we'll find a can opener there. I saw online that someone was also doing a TLD realism challenge with things like you couldn't use starvation strategy because obviously if you were really, really hungry and you had food on you, you wouldn't save it for later. Or like... Oh, I'm out of torches too. That's not great. We should maybe start a fire and pull torches soon. And like, you wouldn't eat dog food necessarily unless you're actually starving and that's literally all you have. And they had like a couple of other things, like not drinking toilet water. I thought that was kind of an interesting idea. A run like that might be fun at some point too. Or like, even if you have cooking 5 and you can eat ruined meat, ruined cooked meat, to be very specific, that you just wouldn't. All those types of things. I thought that was a cool challenge idea too. I'd like to try that at some point. Maybe for a shorter run. I think he was going after the rabbits. I think that's what that was about. Let's hope so, because I don't have a flare or a torch. Let's just break into the gas station.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to use our lantern so we can actually search this place properly. Alright, we've got a granola bar. These are not much better than the other ones we have, are they? No. Well, we'll break down one, and we'll break down the leather shoes, and then between those things we'll be able to...
This stuff will come in handy.
Ooh! So that's neat. Big bag of salt for curing. Sorry, what was I saying? And we got fast film! Not that I expect us to actually go and get the camera in this run, but still. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh well. Maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, the salt is very heavy. $10 kilos! Oh my god. That is very heavy. A whole lot of nothing in the drawers. Oh, oh. Myself tried playing the game with the mods that make the game different, like improved afflictions. Ooh, what kinds of afflictions come with the mod? Because that's actually one of the things I love most about Misery mode is the extended afflictions, and you know they make gameplay a little bit more interesting. I don't like suffering on camera. Revolver ammunition. I'm not going to use guns even though we have guns in this one. Hey, small arms handbook. Spray paint. Oh, we don't have spray paint in early game as an event. I didn't realize that. I thought for sure we did because it's in the late game one. Oh, stop trying to turn that off, Astrid. I need to see. Food mods sometimes get overwhelming. They make Interloper feel like Pilgrim. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be a little too much for me. To have an overwhelming amount of foods and recipes and stuff. Or, like, food spawns. I think the way they've implemented it is very well balanced. Because I was a little concerned with the cooking update that it wasn't going to feel balanced, but I do think they did a pretty good job with it. I really wish we'd found a can opener, but oh well. Crackers? No, we don't have that either. Okay, I guess that's it so far. The bingo events that I can see. I do think we need to start a fire and pull some torches and make some coffees and such. Might as well anyway. Improved afflictions makes the base game afflictions more realistic and harder. Oh, okay. So it's not like they've added to them per se, but they've made it just more like you don't heal from a sprain as quickly, for example, or from food poisoning as quickly. I'm assuming, right? Mods like quality of life or universal tweaks and adaptive arsenal just make it more realistic. Yeah, I haven't really looked into any mods yet. I was saying earlier that I'm very interested in the mod that came out recently with the new regions, but I kind of want to wait until episode 5 is out and potentially, hopefully, when they add in, you know, the last regions from episode 5 to survival. And once they've kind of said, you know, we're done adding to it at this point, at that point, I feel like I'm going to start checking out mods, because at this point, there's still so much, like, regular vanilla content that I haven't really fully explored, or I haven't, I don't feel like I've mastered yet, and, like, challenges that I still want to do with it. But at some point, I'm definitely open to adding mods into this game. I'm just not quite there yet. And Big Fish made the mod that makes you have misery on every difficulty. Yeah. He also has that mod that I definitely want to try out at some point where chat can like interact and spawn things in and stuff. Give you afflictions, heal you, spawn in bunnies and stuff like that. I really want to add that in for like a total chaos run at some point. I feel like that would be so much fun. I know we may not get the last story region. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. because like on the one hand, so far they've added most regions, like, or most places. Some regions are different in the story mode than they are in game. And so I'm hoping that maybe they'll still do it, but I did read that they're like, well, we don't want to promise anything. We're not guaranteeing anything. So I'm not going to let myself get my hopes up, but I'm going to hope a little bit. So we'll see. They really have made a ton of content, it's true. I know that some people, especially like people who were backing them from the very, very beginning, I know some of them have like maybe been a little frustrated with how long some things have taken. But personally, I'm so thrilled with how much they've given us, how much has been added, how much this concept has grown over the years. Yeah, the region might be only in story mode, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. And maybe it'll just be like half and half, and maybe it's because of how you get there or something. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe part of the region or something is only accessible by boat or something. I don't know. Like, I'm sure they'll have their reasons, but I really do hope they add it in. Okay, coffee. Now I can call this. Ta-da! We're gonna use the fire log, because the fire log is heavy. Okay, we're going to break these down for sure. An hour and 15 minutes. Oh, I don't need that much time, though. Well, how long does it take to break these down? Also an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, fair enough. I guess we'll make the hat while we're waiting. Should add my area to the game, then you can experience different weather every 5 minutes. Oh, I didn't know you lived in Pleasant Valley, Rob.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I think we could leave behind one of these. Here, let's put on this other hat. And let's just pull torches, I suppose. The new region will still be a part of Great Bear, but the issue is that the normal road up there is buried in rocks. But I mean, they've come up with ways around things that seem like you can't get somewhere before. So like, I don't feel like that's a reason to not bring it in. Obviously it's their choice. They get to choose whether or not they're going to add it in, but that would be, in my opinion, just a really silly reason to not add it, because it's not like that stopped them before. I live in Unpleasant Valley. I know there's no camp, but you deserve a treat. Mouse hat, thank you. I will actually wear it. I'm not going to put on the timer, but I will put on the hat. You'll just have to trust me that it's on. Oh, it's so nice having all of these things. I love all these feats. Okay, now we've got 9. That's acceptable, I suppose. We might want to make some bandages. I feel like that could be a good idea as well. Ironically, though, there is a Pleasant Valley near me. I'm not totally surprised. I feel like there are a lot of places across North America that have names like that. Heh. Huh. Interesting. So I can maybe finish these when it's not dark and then rip them up? I didn't realize that it did that. I thought it just canceled it if you stopped partway through. I'm trying to remember if that's new or if I just haven't done this in so long. Mouse has 2 left feet and 3 right feet. We have ways to make regions. We can for sure load up a region they make. Yeah, I've heard that too. I know that they were a little, you know, not thrilled about that, but at the same time it's like, well, modders are gonna mod. I don't know what to expect. Wait a minute. That's new. We have it sorted A to Z and not by condition, and yet these are sorted from low condition to high condition. Interesting. I can appreciate that. We've been asking for that for a while. I wonder if it actually then pulls lowest to highest. TLD always saved crafting progress. See, I knew that that was the case for stuff at the workbench, but I don't think I've ever stopped in progress of making something not at the workbench before, you know, like with mittens, like the improvised hand coverings and head coverings and stuff. I've always just done it all at once. So I guess I kind of assumed that it would just be canceled. If the change in the order messes with me. For years I've been using inventory to switch torches and not the radial, so now I keep grabbing my best torches. Oh no! And Dylan is working hard on trying to make the game's issues, including items and such. I really appreciate that, actually, though. This change is so great, like, for me personally. Alright, I think we're gonna try and get some sleep. But I can totally understand, Laszlo, after all these years of, like, doing a manual workaround to get it the way that you want, to then accidentally grab your best torch. Where the heck did my bed go? There we go. I was going to say, I really don't want to turn on Safe House customization and use night vision. You know what? I'm going to call that celebrating an in-game success. That's usually not what I mean by that, but I'm so happy about this. You found a huge table in Blackrock. Just how huge is this table? How big are we talking? Okay, what am I gonna do in the meantime? I wanted to transfer my coffee over. I think I want to refuel my lantern. I can't. I have already refueled it. Can't really craft anything in the dark, but I can take stuff apart in the dark. We'll do that. Oh, I should have had something to drink first. Well fed! Woohoo! That's another celebration. A legit one, I suppose. Heck yeah! Yeah, I'm definitely gonna harvest these too.
I could eat a horse. It seemed a lot because I love horses.
Think of a table that's like 40 centimeters deep. This table's hitbox is twice its actual size. Oh my god. So it's kind of like the table version of the birch bark in Ash Canyon. Oh, come on. Fails to repair something. We also definitely failed to start a fire at some point. But we also successfully repaired something. I do think I'm gonna finish crafting these and then tear them apart. Oh, these are actually warmer than my other mittens. We'll wear them then, for now at least.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Although the birch bark in Ash Canyon is actually ridiculously large, and from the sounds of it, it's just the hitbox that's enormous, not the table itself. Like, not the table asset. Let's grab some acorns. So acorns makes me think of corn. And so in the area where my parents live, there's this one particular farm that has the best corn on the cob. Absolutely love it. And of course, we're going to be there in December, which is amazingly not corn season. But my parents had set aside a couple of ears of corn, and they had frozen it, and we're going to try to make it when we're there, and hopefully it'll go well. I'm excited to have some really good corn on the cob. Wait a minute, I see moose markings, and I did see something moving over there. Oh, it's a wolf. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't want to get stomped. That's a cool place for a moose to show up. Acorn on the cob. Very chewy. Yeah, they saved me some. I'm really excited. We've done this once before, but it hasn't, like, it wasn't this long in between the season and when we were visiting, as far as I can remember. Pretty sure the last time we did this, it was like when we came in like mid-September or something, so it wasn't there for very long. So yeah, I'm curious about how it goes, but at the same time, it will still probably be better than what we usually get here for corn on the cob. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, I see more moose markings over here, so I wonder if he can appear on either side of this thing. Interesting. Aha! Aha! We've got, sounds of crows, which makes me think we've probably got a corpse over there. Please, please, I don't have an updated texture for this car. He's here. I hear him. Where is he? Oh. Oh no. I don't know where he is. Is he up there? I'm gonna run inside. Oh! Oh! Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to, like, scream into my microphone. When did we get so much coal? That was very close. That was way too close for comfort because I couldn't see him, but I could still hear him. But hey, at least we had this building nearby.
Come on, little fire.
It is a very scary place for a moose. Like, at least on this side, it's, I feel like half as bad because, like, if you're coming up from Orca, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm shouting at you guys. I keep saying it, like, peeking. I feel like if you're coming up from Orca, then you can at least always run into this building, and it's not that bad. However, if you are, say, climbing up the rope, and he happens to be right there, you have, like, no stamina left. You can't just sprint to this place. Right? So, You gotta really hope that he's not right near the rope. Gary, you just moved it. Yeah, you could definitely hunt from over here, which is that is the nice thing. I do like that. Of course, we can't because we have nothing. We have nothing to hunt him with, but that would definitely be nice. Like, it's actually not a terrible location if you do have stuff to hunt with. It's just, like I said, if you're coming up the rope and he's nearby, that could be really bad. I think, hold on a second, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper and I'm going to start tallying up indoor and outdoor corpses that I find. Like, I think it probably varies a little bit from run to run, but still. Okay, here we are in Mountain Town. So so far we've got one indoor corpse that we've seen. Gonna call this the lucky coffee run. Yeah. Actually, we probably should make a few more coffees, right? Place this. We have so much coffee. We might as well fill up our entire thermos.
I need anything right about now.
Alright, let's see. Is this enough to fill our thermos, or do we still need more? Why can I never find the thermos? There it is. Okay, we can make 2 more. Place. Add a little more fuel. Alright, how much water do we still have? Half. We should maybe make a little bit more. Maybe 1. You have 50 sticks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we also collected acorns. We made one of the fancy recipes. We have, okay, we technically have 10 coal, but I'm going to call that carrying more than 10 coal. And we have more than 40 sticks. Cool. Go down to 46. Oh, that's good. I guess we're gonna smash open this dog food. In a very weird way, I just decided, because I started writing out, okay, mountain town, indoor, outdoor, so the number of corpses, and then I can just tally it up. And then I was like, oh, I might not remember what this is for, just like writing indoor and outdoor and having a number next to it, probably not helpful. So I just gave it a title, and I named it the Corpse Tracker. And although that is what it is, there's something disturbing about that. It's just something not so great about that title. Yes, this is my corpse tracker. You became a butt-naked paparazzi in TLD? Okay, so I understand the paparazzi part, but, why were you butt-naked? Or how did that happen? Do I want to know? Because, like, currently, we're as good as butt naked in my other run. But it wasn't intended that way. We might as well eat these because they're kind of starting to get low quality and I don't want to get food poisoning later. you're running in the main menu. Okay. My brother was fired from his job at the keyboard factory. He wasn't putting in enough shifts. Oh, I love that. Also, I've definitely said I don't know at some point. Because, like, that's kind of my catchphrase. Well, like the main menu save. Okay, okay, okay. So I think it might be a good idea for us to grab a stone and try and distract the moose. Or, like, get him to go way over there. Alright. Guess I need to throw it at him to scare him. He's not a bear. There we go. Run, Moosey, run! No! Not there! You guys should see the grin on my face right now. You can't get me. Nah, 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 nah. The problem with this area is how small it is for him to be roaming around. Oh god, we're kind of stuck in here now. You can use the scene command in the main menu to go into a random region you name. I didn't know that. That's cool. Hey Mav, welcome in. I don't know if you said you don't know, but I know that you know this. But I know that you know that I know Fluffy is totally cute. Yes, indeed. Go away. That's much better. Yeah. That is supremely better. Watch as he runs back up the hill. That would be my luck. Well, welcome in, Mav. I hope you're doing well this weekend. I was taking a look at the list again that you had sent me back in April. It has been that long, yes, of the different time capsule versions and the tasks. Starting to get my head in the game for that. Okay, maybe we make a tomato soup. Stealth mode! I have made a mistake. No mistakes. No moose steaks either. But also no moose steaks, unfortunately. There have actually not been... Actually, yes. Yes, there was. There was a blizzard at the very beginning, and I forgot about it. Thank you for mentioning that. Because we kind of got stuck at St. Christopher's for a little bit. What am I going to drop? We could drop sticks. Oh, I wanted to swap out my shoes. I can drop these. Still just a little too over-encumbered. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I can drop this, but that's not going to help much. We can drop some of our sticks. That's enough. Grab a torch and let's head on down before the moose comes back. I always watch the trailers videos to each state of the game. They totally get me in the mood for the time capsule. I linked all those in the list as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I probably just missed it when I was scrolling all the way back because it has been forever. But at least the first time I scrolled through, I was not able to see the list of, like, bingo event ideas that you had come up with. If you could maybe send that to me again, that would, or tell me when you sent it to me approximately, that would be really helpful. I'm gonna burn some books just because? No. I don't think I can ever burn books again. Oh no, that feels so wrong. Oh hey look, deer. At least it's a deer and not a second moose. Oh my god, could you imagine if there were just like moose everywhere? Oh, this might have been a mistake because I don't have a bedroll yet. No, it'll be fine. We have coffee. We're not that exhausted yet. With Steam CMD, you can actually download every published version of TLD. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. That's gonna be the plan. We're gonna go through each version. We've got like some challenges set up for each version, and it's gonna be cool. We're just gonna work through from early access alpha through to, you know, now, basically. We're gonna go on a trip through time. It was the 27th of October. Okay, that's not too far. I guess I just missed it as I was scrolling, because my first thought was looking for the list of the different versions and the tasks and stuff. And so I was focused on that at the time. And then I, for some reason, assumed that it was shortly thereafter, so I started scrolling back down after I found it, and I was like, huh, it's not here. Oh well. But good to know. Ask for a moose everywhere mod. Hey, it could be fun. It would be great chaos. I'm a big fan of chaos. Everyone knows this. Okay, if we just like have something to eat and something to drink, we should be able to get back under weight. Wait, I don't have the under-encumbered thing? Oh, yes, I do. It's called not over-encumbered instead of being under-encumbered. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm quite excited for the time capsule, because as I said, I've seen some, like, Let's Plays of this game from years and years ago, and so I know some of the things that are different, but not a ton of them. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at it. There's so many deer here. This is a lot of deer. That's way more deer than we ever had bunnies. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually experiencing it myself and seeing how it goes. Okay. So it orders them from lowest to highest, but it still gives you the highest? Okay, I'm a little less stoked about that. We have a mod for the camera spawns. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that that was one of the first mods that came out since the update. The only mod I want is one that put the camera someplace sane, like the lookout tower. Yeah. It'd be funny when you get to the point when Interloper is introduced for the first time. I am, like, terrified of that. I was saying earlier, though, Mav, I think what I'm gonna do is, rather than playing just Time Capsule constantly, I'm probably gonna do, like I used to do way back in the day, where I would do one day where one of my streams per week is Time Capsule, and then the other one, whether it's going to be a different game or a different challenge or something like that, I might switch it up between the two. A, because I know that Subnautica 2 is going to be coming out, and B, I don't want to lose, like, all of my current gameplay style, so I think I might be doing some stuff in between, but we'll see. That might really, really mess me up over time, I don't know. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm very excited to start that. That's gonna be like my restart for the year, for the new year. Is it safe to assume the animals attacked differently back then? There's just there's a lot of different changes. They had, you know, there's some visual differences. There are some differences in gameplay. There are like just lots of. Thank you, Rob. Excellent. I'm pretty sure, like, for example, you couldn't just drop a torch in front of a wolf. There was, I think, a brandishing action that you could use, if I remember correctly. But we're gonna experience it and find out for the best. If you use the star in inventory, I think it will give you lowest to highest. It actually does that automatically now, even if... See, I have it sorted A to Z and it still is lowest to highest. But what frustrates me is when I go through here, it's still giving me the highest % torch on the radial, which is not what I wanted from it. Like, I don't want it to sort lowest to highest necessarily just in the inventory. I want it to also sort lowest to highest in my radial. Or to let me choose whether I want lowest to highest or highest to lowest. I don't know though if switching back and forth might mess up past saves. Have to check for that. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point indeed. Then in that case, we might just go back and forth between Time Capsule and... I mean, we'll probably stick with just Time Capsule until Subnautica 2 comes out, and then we'll probably do one day Subnautica, one day TLD. Older versions can be easily kept. You just have to copy the games folder and then add it to Steam again. Oh no 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 no! Oh no no! Ah, that was a fail. Torch chain fail. We don't really need a torch here anyway. TLD doesn't delete save files when updating. Just make sure you have a backup. Okay. I'm a tad nervous about, you know, dealing with game files and stuff. I've only ever done it with one game before, where I actually had to like go into the folder. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I don't know if we need this, but it might be a good idea just so we can see if there's any cool loot hidden in corners. Because this is a cave that if it's light out, you can navigate completely without a torch or without a lantern or anything. I'm mostly just using this so we can make sure we get all the loot that we want. I'm not going to pick up all the coal, I don't think. Or rather, I will pick up all the coal, but we're going to dump some of it. Because we definitely don't need to carry more than 10 coal on us. 10 is already pretty ridiculous. Oh, I have definitely made self-deprecating comments today. I was talking about how last time I was not my best self. 10 torches I think we can get. I think we've only had 9 so far, but we can totally get to 10. I'm not worried about it. I had 50 sticks earlier, yeah, until I dropped a bunch. Yeah, I was in full hoarding mode. It's not great. But it's okay. Not great, but okay. Cave music time. I'm actually really curious about I think Time Capsule, the things that intrigue me the most, obviously, is the very, very, very early beginnings, because I haven't actually seen any gameplay with, like, the earliest versions. I'm really intrigued by the original Wintermute chapters, because I've only played the updated versions. And... yeah, I think those are like the two things I'm most excited about at this point. But I'm also really intrigued to get to the point where it's an update where like when I first started playing, I can't even tell you which build version it was when I first started playing. I don't remember. I'd have to look through. But I'm really excited to like get through to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I remember when it was like this, and just kind of experiencing it like that for the, you know, for the first time. But like in this, what I mean by that is like actually experiencing how it got there. Okie dokie. I think back here there are some. Nothing. But I really appreciate that that the time capsule even exists, because I think it's so cool to see how a game has changed and evolved over time. I'm getting very tired. How late? Well, I guess that works timing wise. All right. Taking a look. I don't see anything new and scary yet. Oh, I wanted to leave some of my coal. Maybe I'll leave it in. Should I leave it in Travers, or should I leave it outside of the
Wonder if I
cave?
can drop any of this gear.
I might leave it outside the cave here. Because we definitely do not need to be carrying around 19 pieces of coal. I'll do that. That's not too bad. No, give me my stick. Do you get yearly tax returns like in the US? Sort of. So yes. Yes, you do taxes yearly here. The setup is not, I mean, it's a little bit different. You get like different types of like paperwork for it. It doesn't look quite the same, but it functions very similarly. And yeah, so once a year, and the deadlines are different and stuff, but yeah, once a year we do tax returns, and yay. I get to have extra fun because I have to do German and US taxes. Oh, what fun. Who doesn't love doing extra taxes? Okay, let's grab a few more old man's beard. Always good to have that on hand in case of an attack. But to make the taxes more... Oh, so there's a chance for a new graphics card. I mean, there's always a chance. Alright, let's go see if there's anything interesting in here. Aiming with the camera is affected by rifle skills slightly. Now they literally use the rifle as the base to make the camera shooting system, but my god. That's funny. That's hilarious. Like, in order to be a good photographer, you need to be a good huntsman, or the other way around. I wonder if it works the other way around. Do you get better at the rifle skill by taking lots of pictures? Because that would be amazing. Soda, peaches, sardines. More ammo. I don't want ammo. I want a can opener. Is that too much to ask? Oh, thank you for the good RNG, Zert. I appreciate that.
This'll come in handy.
Black and white film. Cool. Need a rifle rack and Carter Dam. Is there one on a wall here? I can steal. It looks like it. Yeah, you can take this one. Yeah, you can steal it. Your Carter Dam looks incredible. It looks like unrecognizable as the dam. It looks so nice. Even though I know you said you didn't, because there's so much stuff there, you just essentially rearranged a lot of things, which is also a really smart way to do it. It just looks so good. The camera doesn't level you up, but will become more steady while I was testing. Okay. I'm actually a little disappointed that it doesn't level you up. That would be a great cheese for getting Rifle 5 on, on Interloper. Yes, it is too much to ask for. I know. How dare I? Oh yeah, that's true. There could be a rifle rack or a gun rack up at the lookout. That's true. I was not paying attention to these numbers, so if I end up missing the last number, we're gonna have to start again as if I have not done this at all, because I was not paying attention. I think it was like 54 or 30 something. But I'm just gonna have to be really careful, because I don't want to have to redo this completely. Let's see, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. Haha!
Huh, what have we here?
Ooh, a new pry bar. Let's get rid of our old one then. Okay, we're gonna be too tired to read, but I think we can, like, repair stuff and break stuff down and all that good stuff. So, like, we could... Why am I not fixing this up? Let's do that. Oh, come on. The Hunter's Bunker has one, Grey Mother's too. I think there are probably plenty. I'm sure you'll find one nearish. Okay, I can harvest this now. Also, wait a minute, Grey Mothers didn't have one for me. Because we started in Mountain Town. I also thought I would find one. Maybe it was just hidden somewhere and I couldn't see it. That's entirely possible. Worst part of any run is Astrid's inability to sew. I know. Her sewing skills suck. And you're like, Astrid, all I need you to do is patch this one thing. This is not hard. I promise. I promise you can do this. And she's just like, nope, can't. I don't know what you want from me. You hate her fire starting. That's why with this fun run, we decided to go with Fire Master so that we wouldn't have to worry about that as much. I mean, even at level 3, she still kind of sucks at starting fires, but it's not nearly as bad as it could be. Let's start with that. So I am book burning fool. Yeah, I have to admit, that was one of the hardest parts about the librarian challenge at the beginning, was not using books to start fires. That was so rough, because of course there we didn't have Fire Master or whatever, so we actually had fire starting level 1 and really sucked. That was not nice. It's a 75% chance to do it, but she fails 5 times. I know. And you're just like, Astrid, come on. Get your head in the game. Focus, girl. You can do this. I promise. I promise it's not that hard. Okay, we have woken up fully rested. We're about halfway through stream, so I think this is probably a good time for me to take a quick break. Maybe go get another tea, because I'm also all out of tea. So I will put up a mini game, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Best of luck to you all in the mini game. I think we're gonna do Plinko today. Good luck, have fun. Oh, no camera. All right, I'm back. GG Kibbles. Congrats on that win. All right, and I'm back with a tea, so we can call that as well. And let's get back to it. Wasn't expecting to be lucky. I'm actually really glad that Plinko wasn't so mean. Usually Plinko just is extremely rude and doesn't let anyone win. So I'm glad that wasn't the case this time. But yeah, I'm back with a white tea today. White tea with raspberry. It smells so good. Alright, I'll grab this. I think we're gonna head over to camp office. Here we are in Mystery Lake. We've got indoor and outdoor. Actually, let's go here to the barn first, and then I'm gonna go over the hill. I'm pretty sure there's always a corpse over the hill from here, but I'm not sure if it's always a human corpse. Hey, heavy hammer. Perfect. Sweet. Or if it can also be a carcass. I can't remember. It's been too long since I've paid attention to this stuff. Let's just light this, just to be on the safe side. I think are usually either no winners or 3 winners. Yeah.
And this pack is getting
Yeah, we have Max over at Max's Last Stand usually. But I was thinking of this guy over here. Or is it Max no matter what? Is there like one at either place? Like I don't know. I've never paid attention to this closely before. But now I feel like I need to actually start focusing on it. Oh, of course, Astrid. You and your glass ankles. I say this to her as if I'm not someone who sprains my ankle constantly. Okay, that's not true. That's maybe a little over-exaggerated, but I do, you know, twist my ankle quite a lot. Okay. No corpse here. Interesting. Or is that a corpse? It's like big lump of snow. Hello? What? No, leave me alone. Rude. Extremely rude. Oh, there he is. He just didn't load in yet. Okay, 1 outdoor corpse so far. The corpse counter. I heard he isn't spawning sometimes, so at least he spawned in here. Assuming this is him. Hey, thanks for the beef jerky, Max. Appreciate it. Beef jerky makes me think of TLD chat's favorite conversation, food. Yesterday I was chatting with my parents and we were starting to get hyped about our visit and stuff, and they actually found it's not like super close, but it's also not super far away. A town, you know, probably about an hour from us, has a German restaurant, and so they sent us a link and we were checking out the menu and I was like, we gotta try this place. I gotta see if it's as authentic as it looks. So I'm very excited. I've got a bunch of different stuff that I'm probably gonna have difficulties deciding what I want to get. Obviously that won't be like the first thing we'll do. We'll do that later in the trip once we're starting to miss some German cuisine. I did want to go up this way and see if there's another one. If there's another. Yeah, at Max's Last Stand. That's what I thought. I just didn't know if maybe it randomized between those 2 corpses or if they're both always there, or like I've never considered where the corpses are, how many corpses there are until recently. I've only just realized that this could be interesting for us. So
I'm freezing.
I'm only just starting to pay attention. Corpse and Dam and the one in the camp office did not spawn for me. Yeah, but I mean, like, the one in the camp office isn't always there either. That's the other thing, like, I think it's always been the case that they can spawn in certain places, but they don't have to. You know, kind of like loot spawns and things like that, I guess. Because I don't think I've always had Max here. Like, a lot of the times, but I don't think that he's always been there. Or like the one in camp office, I know I have not always had. I've had that corpse a lot, but not always. Oh, we gotta eat before we lose well fed. Whatever my custom loot settings are, the corpses never have any loot. That's odd. I mean, I have a lot of cases where corpses don't have anything, but none of them having anything. Yeah, okay, it looks like Max is here. Cool. So that gives us 2 outdoor corpses so far. Never really paid attention, always had Max. Like, maybe I did always have Max and I just never really paid attention. No, you know what? I actually do think he's always been there. I think it's the one in Mystery Lake Camp Office that's not always been there. I don't know. I never really paid close enough attention to it. So that's what I'll be doing on and off stream from now on, is just starting to get an idea of how many corpses are where. But I think the way I've, like, come up with the challenge should work. I can't imagine there are going to be a whole lot more than 5 outdoor per region in most regions. Like, you might have it at the plane crash, for example. But I think it's pretty balanced between indoor and outdoor. I'm just gonna take some cold damage. I don't think I called that yet, but we've taken a ton of cold damage. And we just got birch bark. Oh, but we haven't made the tea yet. Okay, once we make the tea, we can call it. There's several different settings for loot on the custom menu. Yeah, and from what I've heard, it sounds like they're going to also overhaul that and that there will be even more options. Which I already find it, like, a little overwhelming how many options there currently are. I like to just... Usually when I do custom, I either use someone else's code, like for Nagoa, or I set it to Interloper, then go to custom, and then I just tweak like 1 or 2 little things. You know, that's it. I don't usually try that too much. I don't do a lot of custom ones. I'm gonna do a rock cache at each corpse. That's 50 stones per body. I know that's gonna be the really tough part, is getting enough stones. It's giving me flashbacks to that one challenge we had, that all your base are belonging to us, where you could get extra points for every rock cache you created. Oh my gosh, I was collecting so many stones, and after that challenge was over, I could not stop. For the longest time, I was just picking up any stone I saw. And in some regions, that could be really tricky. Like, I don't even know how realistic it is. It just seems like a cool, fun challenge to try. But to be honest, I mean, I also sort of started the librarian challenge the same way. You know, I came up with an idea and was like, you know what, we'll see how realistic this is. We'll see if this even works, and we can tweak it as we go if we need to. So, we'll see. If we find out that it's impossible for one reason or another, then we can always fix things up and change things around. Thank you. No, thank you. But I do want the charcoal, actually. Getting really excited for TLD to come up on my backlog of games. I haven't really played it in more than a year, and now with all the updates, I'm so excited. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, it was already, at least for me, a lot of fun to get these updates bit by bit. But if you go a long time without them, and then you just get them all at once, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. Since you're on custom bonus, the bunkers can be full. Oh yeah, that's true. You usually have 3 bunkers full. Okay. And maybe we'll actually have fun in the bunkers, because as most of the time they're just not fun. Alright, maybe that's actually not what I wanted to do. Thinking about baking a potato. Thanks for the lurk, Lily. I appreciate it. I have the hiccups. Okay, hopefully they've passed now. Sometimes I get the hiccups for like an absurdly long time, and they make me irrationally angry. I don't know if it's just a me thing or what, but hiccups frustrate me so much. On Custom Loper, I find each bunker is better than the summit. Oh, that makes me so excited to actually explore a bunker, because most of the time they're so boring in Loper. It's not even funny. Oh, we need to make more water. Might as well do that while we're warming up. And we could maybe read a little bit. Or is it not going to let me because I'm in pain? Oh, it is. It is gonna let me. Fabulous. $56 till boiled. Okay. Guess we'll read a little more then.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We're gonna need a few more torches, I think. Oh, that's a terrible torch. But we have pulled good torches today, so I'll call that too. Okay. When I watch a stream and somebody walks by a bunker without looking at it, I know they're a loper. Either that, or it could also be like me. They don't know it's there. Like, I've only just started discovering where some of the bunkers are. I don't know where most of them are, to be honest. I now know the one in Timberwolf Mountain, thanks to Laszlo's directions last time. And I do know where the one is in Forlorn Muskeg. Then, of course, there are the bunkers from the tails. I know where those are. But any other ones, no clue. Then obviously the Prepper's bunker thing in Pleasant Valley, I obviously know where that is, but all the other ones, no clue. But I've also never really sought them out because I play Loper, and I know that they're usually useless. So it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, I don't look because I don't know where they are, but I also don't bother to know where they are because it's, you know, I've heard from multiple sources and experienced in my own, in the bunkers that I have been to in my own runs, that it's like, it's not worth it most of the time, so I just don't bother. No, I have no idea where there's a bunker in Mystery Lake. You know, you'd think, I figured I'd have stumbled on it by now. Wait a minute. No, I don't. I was gonna say yes, I do, but no. That's the path to get to the helicopter plane thing, the plane crash. Hello, Wolf. You stay over there. I stay over here. We stay happy. Bunker in FM is the best one to have full. I just lost a run where I had that one. I just love that one because it's so conveniently placed, in my opinion. Leave me alone. You're supposed to stay over there while I stay over here. That was the deal. Silly boy. Surprisingly not very cold given how much it's snowing right now. Sure, I'll take a hint. Maybe we can go look for it today. Well, not like in-game today, depending on the weather. It's kind of hidden. I sort of assumed, because I feel like I know lots of areas of Mystery Lake and I haven't stumbled upon it. And there are some saplings there too. Oh, okay. Gotta climb a rope to get to it. Okay, I think I have an idea then. I think I have an idea as to where it is.
Carry much more.
Hey, Oogie, good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good weekend. I guess I'll take painkillers. Why not? Look. I don't need more antibiotics. I think the one is enough. A cooking skillet. I always like to see how many recycled cans we can find in camp office because there's always so much.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Oh, come on, Astrid. Let's not talk about it. A rope that is always there to climb. Okay, I definitely know where we're looking then. Or I'm like quite certain. We're talking about up where there's that little cave, and there used to be like 2 or 3 bunnies, and that was about it. Right? Up on the right side. Aha, our radio. Ooh, this is new. Dear Civilian Corps members, as discussed at our last meeting, we're pleased with how many volunteers have stepped up to host a radio for our new emergency network plan. As of tomorrow, we'll have civilian broadcast capability from nearly every community on Great Bear. We're confident this will give us good coverage for enabling two-way emergency transmissions from the coast all the way to the far territory. If you're near one of these locations and would like to volunteer for a shift monitoring the radios, please see the Corps officer in your locale about signing up. With tremors increasing, building a durable radio network could make all the difference when the big one hits. With gratitude, Jen Whitney, Executive Officer. Cool. And obviously our radio. Oh, I was dropping frames again. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been so hungry in my life.
Okay, yeah, we don't have the indoor one here, although he can be here, so I'm still going to put it down. Snow chicken's close to it. It's a place where mouse doesn't collect birch bark. Yeah, okay, yeah. Here we are, we're on, this is what, can 3? I just saw the warning about the cougars on the wall after I lost 2 runs. Excellent. So helpful, game. Thank you. Thank you for that warning. Bedroll hype!
I can use this.
Is that a bingo event? No, it's not. Okay. I kind of walked past that poster, so let's go check it out. But first I want to see if there's maybe a... Oh, I didn't look really carefully for the Maglins back in Trappers. Oh, I'm gonna lose this if I don't grab it now. Oh, it's so lucky that this isn't setting the pillow on fire. I don't see it here though. Okay. Guess we don't have the Maglins here anyway. Could have been... Oh, no. Could have been in Trappers and I could have missed it. Or it could be... Hey, here's another recycled can. I swear there are so many of these here. There are a few other places I could go, I think. Or did they put a wolf at the summit, so apparently they have wings now? Maybe there was just one wolf on the plane that crashed, and somehow he's the only survivor. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here either. Okay, ah, there's the cougar poster. Wilderness Safety Guide. With details on Great Bear Island's cougar activity. Wilderness Safety Guide. You may hear a cougar before you see it. Watch for fresh kills. A cougar may be near. Leave its territory to reduce risk of attack. Cool. And what do you know? Another recycled can. Seriously. This place always has so many, it's not even funny. Wolf in a cage on the plane that escaped. Exactly. That's totally what happened. Oh, that reminds me. I read this story, and I have no idea if it's true, but I desperately want it to be true, about a plane that was flying to Portugal, and they had several cages with hamsters in it, and when they landed, they found that a bunch of the cages had damage done to them, and so many of the hamsters escaped. And so they had to like search the entire plane to get all of the hamsters back. They did find them all. All the hamsters, I guess, were okay. But then, of course, they had to thoroughly inspect the plane because, you know, who knows what the hamsters did while they were running around. They might have nibbled on something here or there and caused some damage, but, Oh my gosh, it was something like 100 hamsters too. It was not like a small amount of hamsters. It's so funny seeing the two wolves together like that. I'm pretty sure they're regular wolves because otherwise that would be like the smallest timber wolf pack ever. No, they're definitely too skinny to be timber wolves. But it's just funny. It was a really powerful storm that blew him up there. Cougar important safety tip. Yeah, that's such a like frustrating way to die to a cougar too. Like to just immediately spawn into their territory like when you change regions. That reminds me, do I have region change in this one? I do. Okay, then we can call that for bingo. Oh, yellow. Please and thank you. What the heck is that thing? That looks different somehow. Got a like piece of ice sticking up. Huh. I don't really remember that being there. Still recovering from a cougar attack. It's taking 60 days to fully recover. Halfway there. Oh my god. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be like a quick recovery, but 60 days. Oh boy. So do you have lacerations that entire time then?
Handy.
I'm going to leave that though. Could you go away please? Let's eat this before it gets any worse. Oh, he's still really close. I tried to cheat by pressing Alt F4 when the cougar attacked, but it was not fast enough instant death. That's so frustrating too. We can prep some birch bark. It's getting pretty snowy. I wonder if we're gonna have a blizzard.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Oh, come on, Astrid. Oh, we've got this bear. We have Lake Bear. And I saw bones in the cave over by Trappers, so I assume we have Trappers Bear, but I didn't see him roaming around, so I don't know where he was hiding. Those only last a couple of days, but must be careful. They spawn fresh wounds. That's how I died last time. Fished for 5 and spawned a wound bled out. Oh, yeah, I did know that they can, like, keep causing new wounds and that you need to make sure that you don't bleed out that way. But what is it that's lasting the 60 days then? Because I thought the lacerations were, like, the only, like, not really the only damage that a cougar does, but that's kind of how I understood it, was that was their main thing. Everything else was just going to be, like, sprains or bites.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Ooh, new mittens. I don't know if these are any better than what we have. No, but we could break one or both of those down, I suppose, for cloth. I don't like that. actually not a terrible start to a run. I don't mind it. Oh, it knocked your health down to half. Okay, I did not realize that that was a possibility. Half is better than 0. That is true. That is very true.
This'll come in handy.
76% sardines. Ooh, do I trust those? I'll lose this soon. I need to make more torches. Okay, there was a tiny bit of lag there, but I haven't noticed it quite as much here in Mystery Lake. It's been okay-ish.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, it just took a while for that little safe house customization thing to load in, because I was like, you can't tell me that this can't be a safe house. Like, why wouldn't it be? Going on a quest for the woodworking tools and the camera. Best of luck. Sending good RNG vibes. I do need more torches. We're running out of torches. And I know you need me to have more than 10. So we'll go make some more. It's still early. And we want to do that before a blizzard comes. There we go. The trader doesn't want to offer you anything good. What a loser. How rude.
Come on, little fire.
You got food poisoning from animal fat a couple of times. That's not nice either.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
I'm assuming this is from your newer run, right? Where you don't have cooking 5 yet, probably. I'm already nervous about 76% sardines.
Kind of heavy.
It's a little bit too low for my preference. So much cooking oil that I just eat the fat. Sorry, that makes me think of an episode of Friends. We're gonna drink the fat. Let's add a few sticks to this fire and then we can pull some torches. We've got 2, so this is number 3. 4. 5, that one sucks. 6. 7. 8. 9, and we're gonna need to add a few more 6. It was a good episode. I've been rewatching it a lot recently. Every once in a while I'll just pick a random show that I know pretty well and just go through it again, and it's just kind of like a comfort thing, I guess, to go through a show where you already know what's going to happen and where you can skip episodes where you don't, you know, that you don't like as much and that sort of thing. Alright, and we made birch bark tea. So that's currently the one that I've been rewatching at the moment, is Friends. But like we go through all sorts of things. The Office, King of Queens. I've rewatched BoJack Horseman many, many times. Avatar. Lots of random things. Just whatever strikes the mood at the time.
food.
So what do you do next in starting a new run? So with this run, we don't have really any specific goals. We're just kind of trying to leave the pain behind us of the last run. So we're just having fun and messing around today. Nothing super exciting. But we are going to be doing a mixture of challenges once we start the time capsule and going back in time, which will be a lot of fun, I think. And then we'll see. We'll go from there. I'll drink this for now. Chandler in a Box is one of my favorites. It's a good one. Especially that one point where, like, he waves goodbye by just, like, sticking one finger through, like, the air hole and just, like... This is the morning run for the one's lucky librarian. Exactly, it's the morning run. That last run is on 449 days survived. And like 2 hours or something. Well, this was dumb. Why did I do this? I guess we're gonna have to go this way and hope for the best. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay. I guess we could call that a reasonable goat. Oh, that's not even a thing in early game bingo. I don't know why I don't have that. Yeah, I'm very happy with the 449, especially since we kind of did this huge leap. So I'm very happy with it. I think before that my personal best was like 100 and something days. So I'm extremely happy with the results. But we shall see what happens next. As I said, in the new year we're going to be doing time capsule, so I don't expect a ton of long runs there. A lot of it's going to be, you know, relatively short. We can drop this for now. This. We can drop this for now. We can drop the film. And GG Mega, congrats on that bingo win. Oh, did I call the torches yet? Yes, I did. Okay, excellent. 450 is the new PB. Yeah, that's what we're aiming for. I mean, there is a chance that I'm still going to be able to somehow turn around that run, but I'm not getting my hopes up on that, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah. At this point, it's just we're going to start over, try our best at some point, but going for a long run probably won't happen, like I said, until quite a while from now, because the next thing is going to be the time capsule, and a lot of those are just going to be short runs, probably. Shorter runs, anyway. Hey, Weevil, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Did you see they have new achievement, 1,000-day run? Blades mentioned that last time, yeah. And, I think the challenge that I had sort of come up with, that I wrote about in Discord, the Undertaker's Undertaking, I think that's one that could potentially bring us to 1,000 days. Oh, thank you. And GG Rob, congrats on that bingo win. Gotta at least try to get the old Save to Survive What a Story would be. I'm definitely gonna try. I'm just not, like, mentally and emotionally in a place to try at this point. I did briefly consider it for today, but it's too fresh. I'm not ready yet. And as Laszlo mentioned last time, it does make sense for me to try and refresh, either watch something or play through that path between Bleak Inlet and Ravine, so that we make sure we know how to get there as quickly and as effectively as possible, avoiding Timbies and hopefully getting there before we start freezing. We'll have to see. But I'm definitely not giving up completely. I don't want to get my hopes too high. I'm also not giving up completely at this point. So somewhere in between. After losing 2 old runs in 1 week, my new goal is to not get too attached to my runs. I feel like I always say that I'm not going to get too attached. Like I already said, you know, this is a throwaway run. It doesn't really matter. And yet, once I hit like day 5 or day 10 with a run, it's kind of like, no, this is my survivor. I can't let anything happen to them. I thought about it. There's a cabin at the bottom of the rope that is warm and may have flour and oil. Has curtains and maybe a sewing kit. If you can hole up there for a few days, who knows what you can do. Maybe even make it to the ravine. I was actually thinking about that particular cabin at the bottom of the rope. I've also had coals spawn there before in the like in that outdoor firewood bin. Assuming we're thinking of the same place. Of course, we might have some trouble with, there's a potential timberwolf spawn below the rope, like not right below it, but near it. And I also think it's probably also a little bit farther than I realized. So it might make sense for me to try to do that. The nice thing about Bleak Inlet is that I haven't been here before, so there should still be some old world food. There should be a few supplies around. But I guess we'll have to see. I haven't quite decided. I might take some time off stream to mess around with a run where I'm up where I am now in that particular run and see how things go from there. Like try out different paths, try going to ravine, try going down to the cabin, and kind of play out some different scenarios and see what seems maybe like the best option for us. I'm really not sure. I think there are definitely pros and cons to both ideas. Because obviously, going to a place that's inside is great because then we don't need to worry about having a fire, and we don't have a ton of like fire options at this point. Like we don't have a ton of fuel. I don't even know how many matches we have. I think maybe only like 1 or 2. So that would be ideal, is if we don't need to have a fire going, which is not going to be the case in Ravine, given our clothing situation. Of course, the downside is we're going to have to somehow place the rope. And currently the Timbies are aware of us and are unhappy that we are there. And I don't know if I can get them to chill or leave us alone, break their morale, whatever. Without us taking significant cold damage. Yeah, I definitely think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to just like take a run offline and just try out different things and see what makes the most sense, what's the most convenient, you know, which one I feel more confident with, which one I feel like I can make happen more likely, given our condition. Like I said, I don't think it's totally impossible for us to save this run. But it's not going to be easy. Okay, where the heck is this thing then? I know it's somewhere up here, but where is it up here? At least it's warm right now. Astrid and her glass ankles. Ah, there it is.
Oh, I'm starving.
Excellent. I wonder if these things disappear when you clear junk. Let's find out. Haha, they do! I approve. I like that. course, you'll need to test in misery mode to get the proper level of cold. That is true. It'll probably... Wait, can you do a custom misery? Because with misery, you can't... Like, you have a specific starting point. But I would like to be starting there.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep here for the night. Too bad there's nothing cool in here. Yeah, we'll let our sprained ankles heal overnight. It is indeed very abandoned. I guess we'll eat one of these before it gets under 34%. Oh yeah, with Fish's mod. Oh, that is a good point. Okay. Let's have something to drink and then get some sleep. If we went there under normal conditions but then just strip everything off, would it be similar? Yes and no. So yes, in the sense that obviously it would be very, very cold, but no, because the world gets colder over time and it hits a maximum cold at day 50. And so if you were to do a custom interloper run where you spawn in Bleak Inlet, then it would still be, even if you stripped all your clothes, it's still going to be warmer than it will be when we load back into that game. On misery mode, you spawn in and it's already at the max cold at that point. So it is a more similar experience that way. Where the heck is my bed? Oh, I was facing away from it completely. Good job, me. So it would be similar, but it wouldn't be exactly the same. Aha, 4 days, hooray! Oh, we had another outdoor corpse in that cave over there. That brings us up to 3. I also don't know if you can even, can you place a rock cache within a cave like that? Well, if not, you can always place it outside the entrance to the cave. That would be okay. Oh, thank you, Laszlo. I appreciate that. We'll keep it super, super short just because I've already taken one break and I'm only going to be streaming for about another hour. But like, we'll do a really quick break just so I can get up and stretch a little bit. It's always good. I do appreciate that. So we'll do one more mini game. Best of luck to you all. All right, GG, Rob and Mega, congrats. I'm gonna test out this call a random number on Bingo. Let's see what comes up. Esther reads at least one chapter of a book. Oh, we actually did that, and I forgot to call it. Okay, let's call a legitimate random one. Another Aurora. Okay. All right. Let's, I guess, have this soda. And now we know where this bunker is, which is always nice. It's good to know where things are. I hope the weather is good. Yeah, it's not bad. It could be worse.
I need anything right about now.
Oh, come on, Astrid. You're not that hungry, are you? I suppose we could go after a bunny. Couldn't hurt for us to get some bunny hides and guts curing. Could you go to your old save, cheat, but only to show what you had collected? Thanks for that quick spin. I actually don't know if I can go back to that, to be honest. I think once it's saved, unless you had already saved it somewhere, I don't think you can go back to where it was. Now maybe someone knows otherwise, but I'm pretty sure as soon as it saves, that's it, unless you've already backed it up, which I didn't. Unfortunately. We could at some point maybe go through a VOD and look at all the books that we had collected. Because I did sort of look at it the last time we were at the library. The frustrating thing is when we cheated death and we came back to life, we ended up finding more books too, and I was like, oh, I needed this.
Looks like
Okay, I want to find out, can I make a rock cache here? No. This is considered indoors? Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to place it outside then, because this is not a place that you can actually, you can't respectfully remove this corpse, because even though it's considered indoors, it's not a safe house place, so. Alas, that will not work. Maybe we make a little fire and we cook up our bunny. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else knows how like whether or not that's possible, but I'm pretty sure I would have had to back up the save beforehand. The corpses don't matter now. I'm currently prepping for a challenge that I've started devising for my next long run. And I've decided to call it the Undertaker's Undertaking. And what my goal is that in safe house customization mode, if there's you know how like sometimes there's a corpse in camp office. If you have a corpse in camp office, you can use safe house customization to respectfully remove the corpse from the camp office. And so that kind of got me inspired to come up with a challenge where we have to respectfully remove all of the corpses from indoor areas. But I wanted to do something to honor the ones that you can't remove, so any of them that are outside, or like in this case inside a cave. And so what I'm sort of thinking is that we'll make like a little rock cache for each of them and put in a little wood carving or like statue that you can now make. So that's kind of what I'm thinking roughly. But I have no idea how many corpses we're talking. And so I've decided to just kind of keep an eye out for how many corpses there are, how many are indoors, how many are outdoors, because you can, for example, only make 5 rock caches per region. So if I find out that there's like 15 corpses outside in a region, that kind of throws things off, and I'm going to have to take that into consideration and come up with a way to deal with that. So I'm just sort of starting to get an idea as to how many corpses there are, where they are, how many per region, all that sort of thing. The cleaning of the cleansing. Yeah, this them being removable is new. It's part of the base safe house customization option, and so it's only been possible since like last week. I think it's really great, and that's what kind of inspired this. Just tag up the outdoor bodies. Well, I was thinking like if there's a group of them, like sometimes at, for example, in the point of disagreement in Pleasant Valley, sometimes there are 2 or 3 corpses. I figured you could then just make like one rock cache and fill it with, you know, however many corpses there are. You could put in 2 or 3 or whatever little wood sculptures, and that would be like the way to deal with it. I don't know. I'm still working on it. It's still a very rough idea. I'm just starting to collect the data. This wasn't warm enough. I wasn't even paying attention.
God, yeah. Freezing.
Okay. How are we doing on water? We could make some more while we're harvesting him. There are 50 stones per cache, so it's a lot. The only problem is going to be the plane crash in PV. See, that's what I'm curious about, because I don't remember if, like, I know theoretically in my head there would be a lot of corpses, but I don't actually remember there being that many there. But even if there are, say, 3 at the plane crash, like, I think Pleasant Valley in general might have more than 5 outdoors, but I was thinking about it, like, if there's 3 bodies at the plane crash, we can do 1 cache at the plane crash, and then again 3 little statues in that one plane crash rock cache thing. And then if there's 2 at Point of Disagreement, we'll do another rock cache there with 2 little figurines. And then, you know, like over at the Hunter's Blind at Signal Hill, there's usually a corpse outside, so we'll make 1 cache there with 1 figurine. And I think we can still make it work. I think really Pleasant Valley is going to be the only outlier where we'll need to really consider that. I think most of the other ones will probably be fine. I don't think we'll have more than 5 outdoor corpses, but I kind of want to just get a feel for it, because I could be way off. I've never paid attention to this before, so it's hard to know. Still need some time on this. Let's throw some sticks on this. And, oops. Wanted to harvest this guy. Hey Maddie, welcome in. Good to see you. Could just make a custom cairn by dropping and organizing rocks or cattail heads or something. That would also be an option. It would certainly take a lot less stones.
I'm so hungry in my life.
That's for sure. I do believe that the stones respawn. I think they do too. It's more of a matter of schlepping enough with you around the world. There's a few more than 3 that I remember at the plane crash, but it might have changed. I also think it depends a little bit on what difficulty level you're on. Because I don't remember there being, like, a specific amount constantly at the plane crash. There's always a couple. But I think it sort of fluctuates between, like, 2 and 5. But I was just saying that, like, as an example. But we would just make sure that there's 1 wood carving for each body, is what I'm thinking. Have to visit Scruffy and DP. Yes, we would. Yes, we would. But I don't know, it's still a work in progress, and like I said, I have no idea how many bodies we're talking in total for the world, so I can't even really guess how long this would take. Obviously, it would take a long time to make rock caches for all of them, but I also kind of want this to take a long time, because we could simplify it. We could just say, okay, you make a statue for all of them and you leave it at each body. Or you leave a stack of like 3 or 4 stones or something like that. I haven't quite decided yet, but that's sort of, I'm starting to work through it and get an idea as to what I actually want to do, how challenging I want it to be, and like I said, I'm starting to just collect data so that I kind of know what I'm working with. I didn't do that before we did the Great Bear Librarian Challenge. You know, I had no idea how many skill books I was going to find of each type, and I just kind of guessed that 2 would be enough and realistic. So this time I kind of want to go in a little bit more prepared and have a better idea as to what we're looking at. Probably more than 6 corpses at the plane crash on Stalker. Yeah, that's the other thing. I do think it totally depends on what difficulty level you're playing too. Is there a debuff for not removing the bodies indoors? There is not, but I do think that would be very cool if there was.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, no, you can't, Astrid, I'm sorry. Also, thank you for that, Rob. Really appreciate it. Really liking this idea, especially for late gameplay. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking it'd be fun to have something that's very, like, long-term. And it's sort of got a theme. You know, like the librarian had a theme as well. You know, we were collecting the books and so this would just be, I don't know, I kind of like having some sort of a focus for my challenges and kind of giving my particular survivor a backstory of sorts. So yeah, nothing is obviously set yet. I'm still deliberating as to how to do this and what I really want from it, but I want it to be like a challenge in the sense that it's a very long-term thing, not a challenge in the sense that it's really, really hard to do. I think one of the biggest challenges, actually, now that I think about it, would be making a stone cache at Summit, because there are definitely corpses up at Summit. And if you have to bring 50 stones up those ropes, that's a lot. That could definitely be tricky. The plane crash on Pilgrim has 3, 2 in the snow and 1 in the cave. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many there are on Loper. I've never really paid close enough attention to these things. Can't sleep or eat would be the debuff I would add to bodies indoors and can't pass time. I think it would be cool to add a debuff of some kind. If it was just something like unsettled, and I like the idea of not being able to sleep. I mean, they already have insomnia. They could just kind of port that in and be like, maybe you have that if there's a corpse in your base, in the area. I don't know. Talking about the Summit plane crash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 1 in the cave and 1 in the plane, usually in Loper. So I think it's 2. Also, thank you for that. Let me try and figure out where I was going. This way. Thanks, Laszlo. Yeah, and the plane crash in PV definitely has quite a few in other difficulties. I don't remember there being that many in Loper. Like, a few for sure. But I'm trying to think. I think there's usually 2 near the cave that I usually stay in. That's, there's like some Rishi and a deer usually. There's usually 2 there. I think there's usually 1 in the plane. And I think there's 1... Oh my goodness, what are you doing here? There's 1 outside the plane, like on the bear's path usually, I think. So that would be 4. I don't know, this is like, we're gonna collect data, we'll figure it out. The Pleasant Valley crash is usually at least 3 if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I really, like, that's the thing, like, I never really paid super close attention. Like, I know there are corpses up there, but how many? I don't know. I don't know for sure. But yeah, I think Pleasant Valley will probably be one where we'd have to have like group caches if I base it on caches, because obviously there's a limit. You can only have 5 per region, and I know there are way more than 5 outdoor corpses in Pleasant Valley. Because even if, let's just say you only had 1 at Point of Disagreement, which is not always the case, sometimes there are 2, and let's say that by some miracle you only have 1 at the PV plane crash, then you also would have 1 at the barns. You'd have 1 up by the Signal Hill Hunter's Blind, and you'd have probably at least 1 in Thompson's Crossing. And I think there's frequently 1 over by 3 Strikes. So I'm pretty sure there are, like, Pleasant Valley is just such a large region that I'm pretty sure you'd have more than 5 bodies, even if each area only had 1. Just cuddling with Fluffy again, early access alpha. Nothing more relaxing than that, right, Mav?
I'm not sure.
After 24 hours of the body inside, I'd add a thing that made you go a little bit insane or something. That could be fun. I always thought that they should add a few more, like, mental debuffs, kind of like they do in Darkwalker, like being paranoid or what have you. I feel like that would be fun. Oh, hey, another potato. Oh my god, I keep clicking through because I'm so used to it saying something else first, I think. I was wondering why I kept doing that. Technically, she was the body indoors after the last run. Technically. The collecting stone's gonna need a trouble. In some cases, that'll be very helpful. In other cases, it will not. Like I said, I think our biggest challenge would be making a cache up at Summit. Come on, cook. Why is it not letting me cook?
I need to find food.
That was weird. Can I not cook soups in that? Too soon, bro. And Fluffy was pretty gentle with her teeth in my throat. So gentle. So loving. Alright. We cooked that. Oh, I wanted to drop the gut and the hide. That way we're less stinky, and also our sapling. I'm gonna take a note just for the fun of it. Okay, Mystery Lake, Camp Office, 1 birch, 1 bunny, 1 gut. It's still relatively early, so I might just pull torches and we'll head elsewhere. With the Summit, you could put 3 of the wood carvings in one of the containers, and that would be a substitute of the cache. That would be an option, too. Like I said, there are a lot of little details to decide. But I think we can come up with something cool. Let her cook, chat. I meant let her cook, chat. Punctuation is indeed very important. Let's eat, Grandma. Okay, it's technically been long enough now, I think that... Oh, no, wait. I think the cougar spawns in at, like, day 14 or something like that on Loper. I was gonna say, it's been long enough, but 5 days is only if you're playing misery mode. I believe. gorgeous weather. Oh, for a second there I thought that was that was our footsteps in the snow. Elsie, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Good to have you here. Alright, oh, we should check. There's sometimes a corpse here. That would put us at 4 outdoor corpses already. Okay, there actually might be more in each region than I realized. But this is good to know. Like I said, we're in the research phase. I'll start collecting data when I'm playing my offline runs as well. There's not always a corpse here, I don't think, but there sometimes is. Sometimes it's just a carcass. This could actually be a deer carcass. Oh, there goes that bonus. There's something different about this train car to me. Did they change the textures on this too? Like, the coloring just looks totally different to me. Much less bright. More metal? Or am I just making stuff up? Sometimes one on way to Alan's cave. Yep. Oh, here we go. Our 3rd revolver. Should we take it?
Never know. Could end up being useful.
You know what? Screw it. This is our fun run. We can have a gun if we want a gun.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, I thought so. I thought this was one of the changes that they had made, because it definitely looked different to me, but I didn't know if I was just making that up. After death, she sees things in a whole new light. Yes, that's it. It has nothing to do with the game being changed. No. It's all my post-death experience.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, nice job. Good job, Astrid. I'm proud of you. Save this for now, and let's grab some. Ooh, 1.5 kilos. I'll take it. Okay, let's maybe add a few sticks. Guess we'll start with one gut for now. The way the dough is just like moving into the snow is really funny. I'll just do one for now because I don't want to burn this venison. Dropped animal fat. Cooking too! There we go, there's the animal fat. Pure animal fat, useful in cooking but can be eaten on its own if desperate for calories. Darn it! I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but I was like, I'm just curious. Let's try. Oh, of course. I don't know what I was thinking. Usually a corpse at broken lookout tower. Right, yeah. I'll use this, I guess. Animation looks better than I remember. They've definitely tweaked them. Ugh. But I agree, they do look better than I remember as well. be enough for us to take this off the deer. Our health is just getting tanked from this stupid
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
food poisoning. That's fine. We'll survive somehow. Maybe we'll have our birch bark tea. We already took antibiotics, so we're good. We do have reishi though, so it would have been okay. Poisoning yourself for science is pure dedication. You know it. That's how it goes here on the channel. Chaos and testing just for fun. We are dedicated here to figuring things out. I think I'm gonna have a coffee. I don't really like using coffee for this, but I'd like to move a little bit faster. We'll go sleep in the lookout tower. Maybe we'll find some cool stuff up there. Maybe we'll find a Maglins, for example. That'd be nice. Oh my god, Astrid, how many times can you sprain your ankle? Are we sure this isn't misery mode and she doesn't have, rheumatoid joints or whatever it's called? Rheumatic joints? Are we sure? Because I'm not so sure. It feels like it. Silly Astrid and her weak ankles. I would normally go check out the plane crash thing here, but we're just too tired right now. I don't feel like it, so we'll just go right up to the lookout. You'd sprain an ankle every time I'd be walking on I would not have ankles anymore. Exactly! Welcome in, Branjam. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's good to see you. Yeah, this is like the 4th time Astrid has sprained her ankle this stream. I don't understand how she has survived this long as a human being. Like, it doesn't make sense. I know this is steep, but come on. I swear, if you get another sprained wrist or ankle, I'm gonna be very upset with you, Missy.
I can lay down
A few days ago I started my first misery run. You don't happen to know about hacksaw spawn points in Coastal Highway? I unfortunately do not. In my misery run, I've only been in Mystery Lake and Forlorn Muskeg. And Milton Basin. So I don't really know anything about Coastal. Unfortunately. But how's it going? What was your first random affliction? I kind of stopped at day 18. It's still alive. I just was not having the time of my life, so I stopped for a while. But we've got rheumatic joints and frigid bones, I think, at this point. And whichever one is that you get at the very beginning. I don't remember the first one anymore. After living in this type of stuff, Astrid should know better. Yeah, you'd think that she would know where she can and cannot step. Of course, I am the one in control, so I guess it's not entirely her fault. Accidentally turned sprains off, I think, in my custom run. It's okay, but I would rather have them on. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, as much as the sprains annoy me, I wouldn't want to play without them because it is realistic to get sprains. I just kind of wish it was a little tweaked because I feel like she gets them way more than she should. Ow. Of course, it could just be that I'm rude. When the slope appears, the game will wait. Oh, hey. Hey, Tarmies. When the slope appears, the game will wait 10 seconds and test to see if you get a sprain. It will test every 10 seconds after that until you get off the slope. I think I had heard that at some point, yeah. And so it's kind of like a dice roll. So when you go on slopes for 9-second intervals, you don't get sprains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but of course, in some cases it's really hard to go up and then get off of the incline within that time frame. Best thing is to get 4 sprains, then watch the game try to give you more. I know, it's so great. Like, you can see that it's trying to, and it's like, haha, you can't. I've already sprained everything. Astrid is just one ball of pain. No, I'm not in control of her exact foot placements. That's true, but I do put Astrid on very treacherous paths sometimes. Like, I have to be honest. I don't exactly pick the easiest routes for her. All right, here we are up at one of my favorite locations in Mystery Lake. I could totally see us fixing this place up. Like, let's take this rug and maybe rearrange it a little bit. Oh, we've got ourselves another storm lantern, but we already have one. What is this thing? Does it tell us? It's soap. Okay, I thought it was soap, but I wasn't sure. Here we go. We've got a sewing kit. We have a cooking skillet. A granola bar, a really long whetstone, survive the outdoors is nice. Alright, we're really tired already because of this food poisoning thing, so I guess we'll take a little nap. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait for her to get a little more tired before we sleep some more. Wonder if it'll let me map up here. No, because it's not an Aurora. Fine, fine. That's okay. Oh, we should drop this stuff. Lookout tower has got 1 deer and 2 guts. And we can harvest these in the dark. I'll wait until she's... Yeah, once we're done with this, we can sleep some more, I suppose. Let's just go for another 8 hours. See how that works. We have woken up fully rested. We have healed from our food poisoning. And we can nap. Beautiful. Oh, we collected a sapling. I forgot to do that. Does some mapping. Cool.
Oh, I'm starving.
Oh my god, Astrid, will you just stop starving? Ooh, 30% peaches. I hope those are gonna be okay. Watch as we immediately get food poisoning again. Okay, no, we did not. Antiseptic, no. I don't really care about that. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm also gonna note that there's a whetstone here, and I think there was one at Trapper's. I mean, I'm taking notes as if this is going to be like my next long run and I'm going to need to know this stuff, but I don't even know how long we're going to really be playing with this custom fun run. Maybe this will just be a until we start the time capsule kind of thing. Since you're in custom, you could have turned Astrid's winding off. I could have. Although the thing is, I like some of her cues. I just wish I could turn off some of the other cues that I don't like as much. I wonder if I can go down to the plane crash from here. I don't know what side it's on. I think it's... Maybe I can't, because I don't actually know where it is from here specifically. That's not it either. Okay. We'll just go down the path so as to hopefully not sprain another ankle. I love Mystery Lake. It's so homey. No second blizzard yet, I don't think. I think we only had the one at the very beginning. And we've had no auroras either.
Sure getting cold.
Take that. Wondering how long it'll take for my order to arrive, hopefully before Christmas. Ooh, what you waiting for? If you'd like to share, you don't have to. When you first said waiting for your order to arrive, I was assuming, like, food delivery. Did I miss it? Did I miss the turn? I think I missed the turn.
Wait. It was so cold.
Yeah, it was this way, wasn't it?
Warming up a bit.
Myself the old Hinterland cup, the one with the fox, as a Christmas gift. Oh, nice! I guess I must have missed it. Can I steal your course marking idea? Of course! Of course, of course. Yeah, if I ever come up with like challenge ideas or whatnot, they're absolutely open for anyone to try out or change as they wish. That's completely fine with me. Oh, this is it. This is where I was looking. I just needed to go a little bit further. I should not be taking cold damage for this. Oh well. There's probably not even going to be anything here that's interesting or useful for us, but... Come on. Let's see, anything interesting here? There's a corpse here, another outdoor corpse. That's already 5 here in Mystery Lake. I always struggle with this place, like to actually get up to him. Go around, I think. Yeah, here we go. Hey, buddy. Oh, what could maybe be fun is, since I would do this on stream, we talked about maybe having a redeem where chat can come up with, like, the backstory behind this particular person. But what we could also do is someone could just come up with like a name and, you know, maybe where they're from and, you know, what they did. Like this guy is a pilot. Just give us like a few pieces of info, and then we can like either on the fly come up with something or ask like ChatGPT to come up with like a eulogy for them that we'd have to say as we're like, you know, making our figurines or our caches or whatever for them. That could maybe be fun too. Don't think I have the patience to do the cache, but marking seems to be doable. Yeah, totally. Ooh, another option.
Come on, little fire.
We could do... Oh, Astrid. We could do... the little statue, the little woodworking, or the wooden statue thing.
Come on, little fire.
And... Astrid, you're making me unfocused. So we could do that, and use spray paint to, like, make a specific symbol on the map near them.
Come on, little fire.
And I don't know, maybe like 10 stones or something in a circle around the little statue or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to just mull it over. I haven't decided if caches are too much. On the one hand, I think, yeah, that's a lot. On the other hand, I'm kind of thinking, but it's a nice, very long-term goal. So, I don't know yet.
I'm starving.
Are the tasks I put upon you for the time capsule are not meant to challenge you, but to get the interesting stuff of each update, so you hopefully don't miss anything. No, I do remember that, and I appreciate that as well. Like, when we're trying to get, like, explore all these different versions, it makes sense that it shouldn't be, like, super difficult, but more just about seeing what changes were made and when. So, I think the way you've sort of prepped it makes sense to me. Cause of death, cold, would be very common. Yes, it would be. But, like, we could come up with, like, why they were there. Or, I don't know. Something along those lines. These suck. I have such terrible torches on them. Alright, we've hit hour 3. I do think I'm gonna have to start wrapping up. I think we'll probably wrap up once we get to the logging camp. I'll search those trailers, because I really gotta get to the packing. Let's see, we could maybe just recreate the cairns. I mean, I know someone had mentioned that with using stones, but we could maybe try and do that. Let's see. Oh, it's not quite the same. They are very small. I do think a cache would be more present. But we could, like I said, we could maybe come up with something where, like, we just have, like, a circle of stones around one of the carvings. And then, because caches are marked on your map, what we could do is use a spray paint. I don't know. Oh, we'll figure it out. We've got time. This is not something I'm going to be starting right away anyway. Oh. I have made a huge, terrible mistake. Let's pretend that I didn't do this. Man, another sprained ankle. You couldn't have at least given me a sprained wrist for bingo? Come on, Astrid. I have made that mistake before. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm not sure what governs the respawn time of stones. I think it might be tied to the stick and branch timer. I at least kind of assume so, but that's also something I'd like to try and keep an eye on over the next couple of weeks or months before I start this challenge. Of course, at some points the tasks are meant to kill you, but just to end the run because the save wipe is coming with the next update. Yeah, no, I remember you said that too. And that's fine. I mean, I expect to die a lot in the older versions of the game. The gravestone for R.L. Smith in Thompson's Crossing says he should have listened. Listen to who? Listen to who about what? I'm very intrigued. I want to know the story behind that. Oh right, we can't run because ankle. I was really hoping we would find a mag lens up there or a can opener. Oh well. But like, I think we can all assume that at Max's last stand, Max lost against a bear, right? And I think the story behind Matt's truck, there's occasionally a corpse around there. I'm pretty sure we can assume it's because the moose knocked him off the bridge. So we've definitely got lots of storytelling options, I think. So you could just be like, here lies Max. You should have left the bear alone. They watch the update videos on stream as well. I think we could do that. Probably you should have listened to them telling you to keep away from the cougars, probably. Don't poke the cougars. Never tickle a sleeping dragon. Hey, there's a moose here! Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so we have discovered 2 new moose spawns today.
Ow!
I would like to fix this. In case we need to run, but I don't think we'll need to. He seems far enough away. No, Mr. Wolf, please leave me alone. No. 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 No, stop. Bad doggo. Go after the moose, not after me. He has much more meat than I do. To make more torches. We're down to like 3 more after this, and all of them are pretty sucky. Yeah, I think I may have underestimated how many outdoor corpses there are in this game, because I really didn't think there were going to be that many. I don't remember, but if we're already at 5, we may not be able to use rock caches anyway, especially like here in Mystery Lake, we're already at 5 outdoor ones and they're pretty spread apart. So that makes things a little bit complicated. But hey, I've got time. Like I said, this is not something that I plan on doing immediately because we're going to start with the time capsule before we jump into this challenge. Okay, there we go. Now let's pull torches. Oh, that's a great torch. Thank you. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to extinguish this and get a new torch before it goes down to 9, so we'll just leave it be.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, we probably should have made some more water. Oh well. Oh, maybe I go grab this reclaimed wood and then we go put some water on the fire while we're searching. I feel like that's a good plan. Water, 2 liters. Reclaimed wood. And cork sticks. That should be enough, I think. We could just do rock caches if there are 2 or more bodies. That might be a good idea, like in places like the Pleasant Valley plane crash, for example. I'm sure we can come up with something cool. I mean, heck, I think even just having like having the little statues carved for each of them, I already think that's a cool idea. I'm also debating, like, for the indoor ones, if you put maybe like a framed picture over where they were, or maybe putting a little statue in that building or something like that. I think that could be really cool too. I mean, I have no idea how long it's going to take to make those things or how much, because let's see, we should probably check that out too.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
1 cedar for each of them, and it takes 4 hours each. That is definitely going to take a lot of time. Taking the kids to see Wicked the movie. It's almost 3 hours, so have a great day. Lily, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Enjoy Wicked. I have heard that it is great. I've heard some really good things about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful time and enjoy it. And yeah, have a good one. Good rest of your weekend. Okay. Not a whole lot. Oh, hey, a book. Advanced Guns, 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 my favorite. And driving gloves for some cured leather. I like the idea of choosing an indoor area that gets turned into a memorial for all the people that died in the region. Ooh, I like that idea too. I'm gonna note that down. Memorial location for all corpses in one region. That could be a cool idea. Ooh, maybe. Maybe what we do is
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
we leave something as a marker where each, okay, that's funny, where each corpse is or was, depending on whether you can remove it or not, and then one location that's sort of like a memorial, like kind of a combination of the two. And maybe we do the statues at the memorial, and maybe for the outdoor ones we leave like a little stone circle, and for the indoor ones, like I said, maybe a photo or something, a framed image or something like that. An hour until boiled. So time consuming, making water, having needs for Astrid's human form. I say human form as if she's like a demon. I did not mean it like that, Astrid. I'm very sorry. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate the stand-up. Saw Moana 2 yesterday with my nephew. New company had family movie night, and we got to see it for free. Nice. What did you think? I watched Moana when I was on a plane at some point. It has been a very long time since I've seen it, but I remember enjoying the first one. I don't think I finished searching this one.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I think we stopped here. Yeah. Man, still.
I need to find food.
Yeah, I know. Still no can opener. Okay, because it's still pretty early in the day, I think we're actually going to head over to the dam trailers. Hey, Scarlett, welcome in. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's good to have you here. I think we're gonna head to the dam trailers and then we'll wrap up, which means we can call just doing one more thing. Everyone's favorite. Oh, the wind. I mean, I know we're over encumbered, but this is really something. It's not bad, a little more action than the first one. First one, there wasn't much happening in between the start and the end. That's true, like, a lot of it was more of, like, an emotional journey, I suppose, more than, like, actual action. I'm really curious as to what kind of movies and shows are going to be available for in-flight entertainment for this trip.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know they usually have a mix of things that are like older and a few things that are newer. Typically. How come I don't see the moose right now? Please don't tell me he moved over to be closer to us. I don't want to cuddle with a moose. Or is that him way back there? It looks more like a deer from the size, but... yeah, that's definitely a deer. But there's no way he despawned already, right? Oh, I'm a little nervous about this now. I can't imagine he despawned already, but... I'm not seeing him. So I guess we're okay. Watch as he, like, jumps out from behind that rock and crushes our beautiful ribs into rib powder. Oh, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Complains about something in game. Astrid complains about carrying too much stuff. We did find a book. We also found a granola bar at some point. We didn't find a flare gun, but we found a regular gun, so I'm going to count that. And we found a hacksaw and a pry bar. Oh my goodness, there are so many things I didn't call. It's been so long since we've had the early game redeems that I just don't even remember what's there. There's another Marvel movie coming out around my birthday. Never heard of the Thunderbolts before, though. I have not either, but I'm also not, like, super well-versed on the Marvel Universe. So it wouldn't surprise me that I haven't heard of them. And you know what? We can also just do another call random. Kills a bunny! Actually, we did that! Oh my goodness. That's embarrassing. Makes or repairs animal clothes. We definitely did not do that. Enjoy. A second Blizzard or for Astrid to die. Come on, Blizzard! I'd rather not die, please. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'd still rather not die. To be injured by an animal. Well, I guess if the moose had been hiding behind that rock, I think that's another corpse. I don't think that's a carcass down there. Okay, there are way more outdoor corpses than I realized. Although this could be a carcass, but even still, I bet you there's probably a corpse over by that little Hunter's Blind cave area. It's a carcass. Okay, but we've also got some maple. We should probably get that down and curing.
Oh, I'm starving.
Probably should harvest this deer. Have you found any maple syrup? I have not. Too windy. Okay, well let's start it here then. Add a coal to this fire. Oh no, are you kidding me? I should have seen that coming. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I'm still gonna go for it. We'll warm up for a little bit. Sweet, we still warmed up completely. Cannot believe that this blew out my fire. I mean, I suppose we could maybe stretch the fact that I've been injured by an animal because the, oh, hey, Tarmy. Because the deer fat gave me food poisoning. In a way, that is being injured by an animal, right? You know what, why not? I'm feeling generous today. And I like seeing people win bingo.
Oh, think about his food.
No! What are you applying a bandage to? You ding-a-ling? GG, Laszlo. To remember to gather food while customizing my base. Yeah, I can see that becoming a problem, just being so focused on what your base looks like and customizing it that you kind of forget to survive. That was sort of my problem with one of my first librarian runs. Was that I was so focused on collecting books that I kind of forgot I needed to actually, like, make tools, make weapons, go hunting, all that fun stuff. Meat is almost ready in the curing box. Nice! Okay.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap up here. And since it just saved. And yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that. As I said, the last couple of streams, I'm gonna be heading out on vacation, so I will still stream occasionally. It just won't necessarily be on the same schedule, and because I'll be in a different time zone, it'll probably be at a different time of day. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll try and give you guys heads up on Discord before I stream when I know that it's gonna happen. But some might also just be spontaneous. Skylar, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You're struggling to even get the woodworking tools somewhere to customize. You know, I've heard that there have been some issues with them spawning in properly and them being in all of the areas that they're supposed to be. So I'll keep my fingers crossed that you find them. Good luck. But yeah, we are gonna raid out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys relatively soon. And either way, have a great start to your week. I think we're gonna raid Quill. She's going after the cougar, so we'll see how that's going. All right, everyone, have a good one. And can we too sassy again? Oh yeah, we could do that. Um, I don't have them in my list, so. But yeah, I'm always up for rating new smaller streamers or streamers with fewer viewers. Just can't get out of Bleak Inlet. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that. I know how it feels to be stuck in Bleak. Yeah, so let's see if I can raid her. I know some people have their settings set up so only people that they accept let them raid, but let's go see if that works. If you can stick around, that'd be great. Have a good one, everybody, and bye for now.